Gary, a few days now to reflect on Saturday's win. What's the mood been like? Must be absolutely buoyant at the moment.
Yeah, the mood's been good till this morning, and the second team put in a very good performance against the first team this morning, and we just wanted them to be aware that we wasn't going to let them rest on their laurels and rest on one result. You know what I mean? Because if we can get 2 results back to back at this level, then that will be a magnificent achievement, especially the 2 clubs that we're playing. Nottingham Forest, we've got a result there, and now we're going away to Ellen Road, and you're going into the den, as it were, Lions Den, and you've got to make sure you're up for it, and they will be, that's for sure. I know Brian very well, their manager, and he'll get them up for it, and they need a win because their fans and their directors are demanding that they go up.
I mean, was there a bit of relief though, almost, to get that second win of the season under the belt?
Yeah, I don't know whether it was relief. I was just pleased for the boys because they'd worked so hard on the day, but they worked hard in other games and not got what they deserved many times. And so I was just really pleased for them and our supporters, who right from the start of the game were up for it. They were in the zone as well, as they have been for us throughout and they hadn't seen a win, and I was just so pleased for them really that they saw goals and they saw a win.
So that must make your decision to pick the team for this Saturday even harder then. Where's the team news? Is it still the same squad as you had for last weekend?
Yeah, near enough. We don't sort of divulge on a Thursday or a Friday our team or any major thoughts, but the boys played a game down at Torquay, so they're all match fit, if you like. There's a couple with little knocks, sniffles, so we won't know the squad until later. I know it, but I won't give it out till later.
Must be quite nice to having a few players in really good form and having a bit of a selection headache.
Yeah, there's always, you hope there is a selection headache. Some teams like Leeds have got a much bigger selection headache because they've got a much bigger pool of championship players. We've got to get our lads consistent, and they certainly had a great game Saturday, but we have got to prove that again and make sure we pick the right team to win the game on that day.
Have you had a chance to have a look at Leeds much this season?
Yeah, Darren Way does our review, so he's looked at a few of their games, and they've been changing their tactics and shape a little bit depending on the personnel that they bring in. No, we've had a good look, and I'm sure they've had a good look at us. At this level, you've really got to be prepared tactically as to what the opposition might do.
They're fairly inconsistent though as a team. 10th, I think, they are in the Championship. I'm sure they're aiming for higher come the end of the season, but their consistency probably is a worry for them, which must be quite a big boost for you guys, thinking you can go to Ellen Road and get something.
Yeah, well, we said earlier, 10th for them is, they won't be happy with that. Brian won't be happy with that, the players won't be, and I'm sure the supporters won't be, because they're they see themselves as challenging in the top 6. That's where they want to be. So yeah, they might be underachieving, but they're still 10th in the Championship, and they're still a big side. And what you do know is that their supporters are Premiership, and they make a noise, and if we can quieten them down for 5 minutes, we'll have a chance.
So you've been to Ellen Road a few times. What's it like to manage a team travelling to Ellen Road?
You've got to be up for it. You can't be a shrinking violet. You've got to go there and give it a right go. And you got to, as I said before, you got to be in the zone. We was talking about the lads that do the haka for New Zealand. They're in the zone, and we don't know the words for the haka, but perhaps I'll teach them in the next couple of days. But we'll need to see them, our players, in their faces, in the zone, and you can't con us because we know them all inside out. So we know their personalities, and we've got to make sure that the 11 that start and the 3 subs that end up coming on, we've got to make sure they're the ones that are absolutely in the zone.
Shane Duffy, with regards to his loan, is there any chance of that being extended now?
Yeah, it's we're hoping that will happen sometime today, this afternoon. Both clubs have agreed, the players agreed. Although I did give him a bit of stick this morning, so he might have changed his mind. No, I don't think so. He's a good lad and he's a good player, and it's benefiting everybody, us, Everton and him, and he wants to stay, and he's happy, and we're happy.
When would the extension be to? I mean, we're talking the end of the season now?
No, it won't be. It's got to be. They're emergency loans at the moment because he was signed outside the transfer window. Transfer window. And so therefore you can only sign someone for 93 days in total. But I'm sure we'll take him. I think the 93 days comes to just before the end of January. I don't know the exact date yet. Our secretary's working that out. And then if it comes to January and everybody wants to keep it going, then you could put somebody on a standard loan, which could then go to the end of the season.
He's looked good for you guys this season, though, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's a good player. He needed the games, that's for sure. A little bit like when Danny Byrne first came. He wasn't quite ready, but he's a man. That's a big thing. He's a young man, but he's a man. He don't mind competing, and he's got a little snarl when he needs it, which is good. We need that. I'm looking forward to him putting a header in the back of the net, because the keeper's made a couple of good saves off him. He's hit the post a couple of times. So, he deserves his goal, so hopefully he'll get it Saturday.
And anyone who's on Marek, when he might be back?
Well, no, Marek's still the normal 3 weeks away. We always said it'd be 3 months. And 3 months is up after 3 weeks, the end of Wayne Hennessy's loan period. So if we've timed it right and the medical team have got it right and Marek does his work, then when one leaves, one should be coming back. That's the theory. That's what should happen.